scapegoats. Alex, I was watching a short about Wartales. They said you could just surrender one of your people if you wanted to. Yeah, but I feel like that's cheesy. I like to play the game as intended. I feel like some of those kind of tips, even though they're like ideal, I feel like they're cheesy. Over here, we're gonna taunt this guy. Stab him. Stab him. Pass. The most enemies that you can have I think is the most deployed units you can have is 40. You can have 40 fighters. After that, they go into reserve, similar to the reinforcements here. Only you have a little window over here that allows you to pick and choose who you want to be in the first round, and then the rest you can just reinforce as the rounds go on. So the maximum size of your troop is unlimited. You can have any number of units in your troop, but you can only field 40 units. And the rest go into reserve until the second round. Come here. Aim. Hit all 6. Again, we have reduced damage and stats. This will run over here. Tactical order. All these enemies are slowed down. Knocked back. Battle rat. Hell yeah. Get him, battle rat. My rat is now confused. Maybe come here. Bring these guys to me. Kill them all. We dodged. We have no damage. Over here, we'll taunt this guy. Remember, I'm here. Yeah, hit these 4. Hit him again. Punch. Love it when they go boom. Here. Run through these guys. Yeah, sure, pass. Go over here. Listen for it. That sounds so good. Yeah. Over here. Steel slam. Headbutt. Axe my rat. That's rude. Siri. Not you, girl. Let's see. What can I do to save Mr. Rat? Ooh. Right, in this series, have you done the Pendulum of the Ancients? Are the treasures worth searching in the map? It depends on what you think is worth it. So, the Pendulum rewards are camp items that your people can gather around for passive bonuses, like increased experience, increased damage, just weird stuff. Have you ever let someone from your troop die? Yes, many people have died. Many people have died this run. And letting them die, I wouldn't say is what happened. They just couldn't handle it. He's got 20 HP. Killed my rat, you son of a bitch! Speaking of dying. You killed my rat! My plague rat. Let's see. Over here. Punch this guy. 6 poisons. He's dead. Good talk. Over here. Get a lizard. I've played with the lizards. They are okay. Nice crit. Lizards often smack your own people quite a bit. They often hit your own troops. And saber-tooths, once you get their ultimate ability, they become like their own little team. And they can attack you or the enemy. And if you have a hunter that gets beast passives, that hunter can get the saber-tooth ability to become his own team member. And then your animals can turn and kill your beastmaster. I've had that happen to me. Terrible. Do not recommend. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Over here, we're going to attack, disengage, re-engage, disengage, re-engage, disengage. Okay. Really need to go on to Twitch and fix all those bot messages. Pass. I haven't done Dark Age Camelot or Auto Hotkey in a while. Yes, please take away all of my armor. Yes. Let's try this out, because now this unit can do this. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get Vitarat over here to take on this guy. We will shield slam. Crit. Pass. Okay. You've managed to last up to 1 hour in the same fight, repeating it over and over until nobody dies. Well, I'm on Ironman, so anything that I do is 100% how it's... That's just it. Whatever happens in this game is just how it goes. So, I've been enjoying Ironman runs in Wartales. Adds to the replayability. Got an intervention. 69 damage. Nice. Attack. Pass. This unit will come over here. This is my assassin. Backstab. Sure, I guess. We'll let him run. You're leaving. You were so kind. Thank you for answering your questions. You're welcome, Assassin Brew. If you have any more questions, jump over to my YouTube. I have a whole playlist with any of the videos. Just click on one of those, leave a comment, and I can answer your questions to the comments. Or if you want to join the Discord, you can join the Discord as well. I can throw that in the chat for you. And I have a Wartales channel in that if you want to jump in. Here's the Discord. So if you have any questions about Wartales, you can just ask in there. There's a couple people in there and myself, and I pretty much answer all the questions I can. Man, with this Mariner build, I can't... repair my gear at a town anymore. Because this guy has to have 0 armor in order to do his big spinny attack. Before you go, and what I was trying to tell you about previously, is the highlight color is like a light gray. And you can change the highlight color when you hit Alt so that you can see things more clearly in the options here under accessibility. So I recommend you go in there, you change it to like red or some bold color that you can actually see. And then you can also adjust the thickness as well. I like it super thick. And then I also recommend changing under general the animation speed to max. And that'll speed up your movement in combat, your kill animations, your crazy animations for every single thing that you do. It speeds it up by like 25-30%, and I think it'll save you hours of gameplay, especially if you want to get into the end game. So those are a couple recommendations I highly recommend. Equipment from combat. Strength by 20%. Get movement. Ooh. Ooh. Let's make some breaded sausage now that we got it. Yeah, it's a huge difference, Assassin. And thanks for stopping by the stream, man, and chit-chatting with me for a little bit. I appreciate you.
A fresh soul has joined the Ethereal Legion.
Assassin. Wow. Sub on Twitch. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. You're incredible. I appreciate it. Breaded sausage, is this it? Yeah, +2 movement. Let's make some of them, a lot of these. I want to see what the delicious version looks like. I believe it's +3 movement. Maybe you can't get the delicious version. Because I didn't get one. Rude. Increase our willpower by 2. Defense bonuses. Fit of Rage, increasing critical hit damage. +2 movement in combat. And then my poor plagued rat's body weighs 10 pounds. That is insane. It's a rat, bro. It's a 10-pound rat. Hey, we got an unaltered coat. Nice. Grab that. I guess we'll put this rat body. Actually, we'll put the human body on there and we'll bury our rat. Sir Terrorist Captain thinks will finally change around here. He's not the type to forget his friends. My wages are sure to double. Sure, flatter. Getting good with the captain, you brown-nosing son of a bitch. Unlock this. I guess I could negotiate with the guards, but I like highwaymen. Get this out of here, put these in. Oh my god. Not a level 1 guard.
For a number of crimes.
I don't know why this keeps happening, but I find it so damn funny that a level 1 solo unit guard out here just trying to enforce the peace against some of the hardest mercenaries in the region. Doodles. Two-star armor level 1. Do you have to get to level 3 spells path to open those locations to ask for a password? Are you talking about the Pits DLCs? Because that's the only one that asks for a password. Are you asking about... You have to get level 3 on the skulls path to open locations to ask for... You're talking about this. The Crime and Chaos, I believe. And the locations that ask for a password are the Pits DLC. Where I was fighting in the arenas. And you have to buy that DLC if you haven't already. And if you have the Pits DLC, you have to go to the starting point, which is here in Arthas County. So if you have the Pit DLC and you haven't gone to Arthas to this location, that's where you do it. Okay. You were asking about Crimes and Chaos. So Crimes and Chaos, at level 4, you get access to the black market and its agents, which are in like bandit layers that you have purged or other locations where there's like a camp. Black market will appear in those locations, like slaver camps and stuff like that you've liberated. We'll have a black market guy. And faking innocence, if you go into your camp and look at your banner, there is a thing here that says faking innocence. And that allows you, if you're wanted, to pass off as like a normal person, an inconspicuous person. So if you have like a wanted status like I do of 500, I can click Faking Innocence. And now the guards are no longer hostile to me unless I get really close to them. So if I get too close to the guards, they'll see something is up. Like, see, this card is not hostile. But if I hover next to them too long, they'll get suspicious and question me. So it allows you to kind of bypass the guard when you're wanted. So it allows you to do things like attack caravans constantly and things like that. But every time you rest, that influence cost on your banner skill goes up if you use it rest after rest after rest. So you have to give it like 3 or 4 rests and that value will come back down to 100. That's how your banner system works. You spend influence for various buffs like fatigue reduces faster, sale price of items that you've crafted for 50% more, collect resources if you go to a new area. This one's great because you'll be picking up stuff all the time like candy. Knowledge increase. If you need XP knowledge in the early game, you can use influence to boost the number of knowledge points you get. Swift progress is your experience in combat is increased by 30%. And if you need temporary weight, you can do 50 carrying capacity for until you rest. All these bonuses last until you rest. And you can also change your flag to whatever pattern you want. If you like making patterns on flags and stuff. Yeah, I'm not really working towards any goal right now, so I don't know. This is like my 3rd time. I've done the game 100% in a region locked run. I've done the game 100% in an adaptive run. And I've almost done the game, I'd say probably 90% in an expert run. And theoretically, each one of these paths that you reach level 12 in, once you've done all the events to unlock all 12, you get a credit roll, which we've already gotten for Power and Glory and Trades and Craftsmanship. So I could do Mysteries and Wisdom, but those items, they're okay. If you want to see what those look like, I can show you real quick. Because someone was asking about the Mysteries and Wisdom stuff. When was it? Where is my other run? This one. So I believe in this load, I have all of the Mystery and Wisdom bonuses. This is my 100% run. I've pretty much done everything that I cared to do in the game. I didn't do things like hard mode roost or anything like that. So Mysteries and Wisdom gives you these items here. There's a 5th one. Where's that one at? This. So Astral Instrument gives you after a rest, companions next to the instrument will start their next fight with 2 times the movement. So you have to like camp people next to this thing to give them inspiration at the start of a fight. Cradle of Souls gives this unit will consume no food at the next rest. So you can use the Cradle of Souls on things like bears and things like that that are, you know, animals that consume a lot of food. You can just pile them around this thing and they'll cost no food. You could just pay off the guards, Alex. Or you could send somebody to jail and then go buy them back. That will reduce your suspicion to 0. And then you just go build it back up again. You literally could go get 600 suspicion, turn one of your people in, go bail him out, go do more crime, go bail that guy back out. You could just even hire someone from the tavern to be the fall guy instead of one of your main troops. Just go hire a newbie. Be like, hey, how's it going? We just need somebody to sit in jail for us. And they'll be like, sure, cool. Just throw him to the wolves. He might hate you after a while, but it's fine. Cradle of Souls consumes no food on the next rest when companions rest next to it. Crystal Skull. Call out to Indiana Jones here. Companions start their next rest with Offensive Elation, which is damage of the next attack increased by 25%. You can get that on food, so that's not a big deal. Musical Automaton. Companions will get Defensive Elation, damage taken of the next attack reduced by 35%. Cool. And Solar System, which increases the willpower until next rest. By 1. So that's what the Mysteries and Wisdom give you. And you can use the little pendulum while moving, by the way. So if you click on the pendulum, you can actually run around the map with it swinging. That's what she said. Give me the Pirates of the Balerion loading screen, please, because that is the best one. They're okay. I mean, hey, got what she was asking for. Nice. Beautiful. It's just flavor. They're not really that great. Especially for like how you find them and stuff. I don't have the pendulum on this account right now, but if you go to, where is it? There. Let's go there real quick. If you get the pendulum, you can click on the pendulum down here where the camp icon is, and it'll pull up a little bar, and as you move around, that bar will sway. And the closer you get to your target, the less it will sway. And the point is to get it directly still in the center. And that will give you what you need. But yeah, like I was saying, I can go in here, go to the tavern real quick.
Might she be looking? Here is your reward.
Like my money. Grab this, grab this, grab that. Talk to you.
Life in Gothenburg is much too quiet.
Recruit. levels. This guy recruits at level 15 now. Nice. And we can just name this guy, you know, Fall Guy or whatever. And then when we find our next guard and we talk to them, we can just turn that guy in. It was his fault we did all the crime. And then we don't have to worry about it no more. We're heading towards the jail anyway, so I believe it's down here. Yeah, the jail is down here as well. So if we find any guards, we'll tell them that it wasn't our fault. We were coerced by the new guy. And then our wanted status will go away, and then we can go pick that guy up later. About to need to rest. Grab all the food. Rest. Great. Technically, I should be managing my tavern and my fief at this point, but I have not wanted to do that right now.
Oh, here come our new members. It's a pleasure to meet you in person.
Okay.
Welcome to the Fellowship of Knowledge. We are a group of scholars and like-minded individuals who dedicate our lives to researching ancient artifacts. We are united by our common quest for knowledge. As I like to do for all new members, I have a welcome gift for you. Yours is this amazing ancient pendulum and its instructions. We haven't quite managed to unlock its secrets yet, but I am certain you will be able to. Your reaction is perfectly natural. Who wouldn't be amazed by ancient technology? Well then, don't let me keep you. It's time for you to take your first steps on the path of archaeology. Find so many exciting adventures, don't you think? That's another facet of the Fellowship of Knowledge.
All right.
If you have any antiquities,
Alzarian powder.
I had to run.
You don't have anything for me. Okay. So now I have the pendulum. So now I can just run around the map with the pendulum. But the problem is the pendulum locks your camera. So if I decided to use the pendulum, I can keep moving, but I can only look in the area where the pendulum is. And sometimes you can find random loot hidden around the world. Like if I do it here, maybe I can find something next to this building. Nope. I found a couple items just randomly in the world. But the chance of you finding something that way is very, very slim. Where are all the guards? There's some. Hey guards, come talk to me. Wages due, 1900. So we talk to the guards.
You are wanted for a number of crimes. We
So
will not let you go until you have
can
paid
pay
the fines you owe.
Or
Don't take it personally. I'm just doing my job.
we could do 4,700, 3,300, Or we can say clout has been handed over to the guard. And that was just a random suggestion. But if we have crimes and chaos, we can do scapegoats. So we can choose who, instead of it being a random member. So if we get negotiate, we can spend influence to negotiate with the guard. And then if we get scapegoats, we can choose the same guy to be our scapegoat every time. But luckily, we got a random roll, and the new guy went to jail for us. And then we just go to the jail. I guess it might... Oh, there he is.
Finally! Do you have any idea how long I've been...
Recruit him for 80 gold.
Finally!
Betrayed. This companion feels they have been betrayed. You just get him back. You just keep throwing him in jail, I guess. I don't know what this leads to, but it could be interesting. And in knowledge, if you end up having units that hate each other, like this, you could have the two enemies insult one another, and we gain sociopath. And the sociopath trait deals increased damage per negative relationship that they have. And there's a glitch where if you get this trait and then have 0 negative traits, your damage does like hundreds of thousands of damage because of the -0 rule in mathematics. So the way that they calculated this is if your relationship statuses are 0, the bonus is like 50,000 or some crazy number. And people are using that to break the game where their units are like, instead of dealing like 27 damage with a dagger, they're dealing like 11, or they're dealing like 111,000 or some trash. There's crazy ways to break the game, and I try not to play like that because that's less fun. Because once you have a build, you know, that's super overpowered, like the 100% critical chance Ulfark build that I made. I mean, a unit that can kill 25 plus enemies every single round, the game can get kind of stale after that. So making units that can kill 8 to 12 enemies at a time, that feels pretty good. But when they can kill like over half the enemy troop, and the only thing that stops them is because they can't move anymore, feels pretty wild. I mean, the unit could literally do unlimited damage. As long as he dealt over 300 damage, he could heal himself back to full HP. And with a crit, that ain't hard to do. And I have a build guide for that on my channel, for anybody that wants it. Keep an eye out for troops or contracts in the taverns that have
Might
gold
you be
borders.
looking for work?
Every once in a while, there's going to be like a unique contract with like a golden border. I think there's at least one in each area. And those contracts give you special upgradable items.
Stand back, peasants.
I'm not talking about the gold borders like this guy here. I'm talking about contracts with golden borders. Like it'll show a picture of the person. It'll be like the old crone gang or whatever. Defeat the old crone with a yellow border, signifying that it's a unique contract. You want to do those because they drop unique, rare weapons that are not legendary, but they are upgradable. And you can make specific builds with each of those weapons. Let's see if I have it in this one.
Might you be looking for work?
No, I don't have it here. But if I look at my map, maybe I have one. I know I killed the crone in Ludern. Usually kill the crone. Assassinate, assassinate, vanquish. Every once in a while you'll see like a unique name. I don't know if I have any left. But they'll give you, like even the borders will show you on these little icons that'll be yellow. Do I have any? Maybe not. I gotta go fight that guy eventually. But if I go to my travel post, I can show you what they look like. Some of these weapons. Some of them are... I think it's in Mount Ultras. So we got this, Joris. It's a picture of a person with a yellow border. Yeah. So things like Joris I got from one location, one guy. It's got a wrist breaker skill, which is the only weapon in the game, I think, that applies disarm. So it deals damage to the target. If you crit, it disarms the target, which removes their weapon and makes them unable to do anything. Another weapon that we found was... Where are those daggers that I had? Don't think I still have them on me. Definitely don't. There was a dagger with a Rain of Daggers skill. It allows you to throw up to 3 daggers and disengage. What do I do with that? I have no idea. I have no idea where that went. Yeah, no clue. Weird. But that's the guy in Tiltren is the Rain of Daggers guy. It throws 3 daggers at the nearest enemies, and then it disengages. Then we got Joris. There's some other ones too. But I think there's one in each zone. And the contract usually shows up after you've done several contracts. I think it's a chance to roll. Never did the Cursed Village of Circe. Once you go to every location in a zone, the entire map gets revealed, which is what happened to down here. That's why there's no black areas here. Same thing for Tiltren. Or not Tiltren. County of Arthas. You can see up here at the top, it shows you locations discovered and locations completed. Once you have completed all locations, your map lights up. And you get the little check mark. There's no other locations in here, right? Independent State. So that's already all lit up. I think once you go to the inn, it lights all this up. The inn, the arena, and the border crossing, everything lights up. We're missing 3 locations in Tiltren. One of them is the bandit lair. One of them is this rat infestation, probably. Not sure where else. But yeah. Wartales is awesome. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've been playing it pretty much non-stop for like four months now. And I think it's time to take a break. And I think I'll do my next run when the DLC finally comes out here in a couple weeks. It's supposed to be out in the 4th quarter, and we're coming up on the end of that in December, so hopefully they will give us a sneak peek of what's to come soon. But I'm fairly positive it's going to be the Ediranian area over here. It's going to connect Ormans County to Drombak County. So if you don't have the DLC, you can enter through Drombak, and if you do have the DLC, you can enter from either. It's going to be this area right here. And then they'll probably have an additional DLC for this area. I don't know how much longer they're going to continue adding on to the world here, but it should be fun. When you start, it seems very basic. There is a lot of stuff to uncover. Yes. The game gets... Think of it like a mushroom. No. Think of it like a bush. You know, the bush starts at the very bottom in a single stem, and then as you go out, you learn more and more things, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it mushrooms into this huge cloud of stuff. Each zone is unique. Each faction is unique. Some fight types are better than others. Like the darkness fights kind of suck when you first start playing. The Cursed Villages fights suck when you first start playing. But as your understanding of how everything works grows, and how like you can do some crazy shit in combat, it gets better. But yeah, don't be afraid to experiment in a game like this, because it's definitely built for that. And there's still a lot of builds out there that people haven't figured out with some of these crazier items. I mean, I still learn stuff all the time, and I've been playing this game for 4 months, and I've 100% of the game twice, and I still learn new things. So, lots to learn. Anyway, guys, it's about time for me to put my son to bed. I appreciate you guys stopping by and chit-chatting with me. I appreciate Assassin for the sub on Twitch. That's amazing. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, just head over to the YouTube, message me on Twitch or on the Discord, and I will help you as best I can and get you that information that you're looking for. I have to go. Zaku, Alex, Assassin, Brew, I appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out with me tonight. Y'all are incredible. And Bruce, I also appreciate you stopping in and leaving some messages. Evident, all you guys are fantastic. Good night. Happy Thanksgiving. You too, Alex. Thanks for everything. You're welcome, Zach. You guys are great. Y'all have a wonderful night, and kick ass in Wartales. I'll see you guys in the next stream. It'll probably be XCOM 2. And if you haven't seen what's coming up in XCOM 2, let me give you a sneak peek real quick. Here's XCOM 2. This is a sneak peek of our run.
60 seconds.
We'd need an army to march in there right now.
Excitement continues to build.
Just a sneak peek at some of the characters that will be joining us for our run in XCOM 2. Hope you look forward to it. I'll see you there after Thanksgiving. We're going to have Titans. We're going to have Cirilla, Witcher 3. Of Geralt, Witcher 3. Titans from Titanfall. Doom Guy, Fred 104, Mandalorian, Nova, 40k Deathwatch Artemis, Kitty Cat, Duke Nukem, Master Chief, Halo, the dev team for XCOM 2. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see you guys there. Thanks for watching. Yeah, don't forget to like. So that should be a lot of fun. Those are just the custom classes that, or the custom units that I pulled from online. And I'll probably get even more as the build goes on. But it should be a lot of fun. And if you guys want to submit custom units like you do in Wartales over in that game, you can do that as well. Just let me know in the comments. I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you next time on the channel. Have a great night.